You are now listening to For All Nerds Show, a podcast about geek and pop culture from the perspective of people of color. For All Nerds is hosted by DJ BenHaMeen and Tatiana Jones. For All Nerds Show is a member of the Loudspeakers Network, where we always say rest in peace to our founder, Combat Jack.
For All Nerds Show is powered by our listeners. Everything we do, from our podcasts, live events, our website, are all independently funded. Please continue to support us through our Patreon page at patreon.com/forallnerds.
Welcome to the For All Nerds Show. And what's up, y'all, and welcome to another episode of the For All Nerds Show, the voice of the urban geek, the podcast where we discuss geek and pop culture from the perspective of people love. Hello. And as always, in the captain's chair, it's your boy, DJ BenHaMeen, a.k.a. the Ghost in the Shell Toad, whose man's is this? Master Splinter Cell, Trinidad Bane. Keep that same energon when you see me. Arsenio Holiday. Throwback. Meek Millhouse, Wakanda's favorite DJ, the Kevin Bacon of the internets, here in the spaceship tonight. And as always, I'm joined by
Tatiana King, the Grand Duchess of Tech, also known as the Little Mermaid. Trash Ketchum. For us, by The Last of Us. Kuji Chagalia down to the socks. I'm dreaming of a Walter White Christmas. Lord of Lightsabers. Nasaria the Don. Mulatto Hightower. Miles Tales the Prowler. Scroll Obsidian. Tatiana Kang the Conqueror. T'Challa Bread. Dr. Doing Something Strange for Some Chains. Cold as Winter Soldier Ever. And the Ting of the North.
Wow. Banging on me today. Dreaming of a Walter White Christmas, though, that is a great segue, because just the other day, right, I'm sitting here, I don't know, the song popped in my head, you know, of course, it's holiday season, so the songs have been playing since Halloween, but we're now in the middle of December, and so it's heavy, and I was like, yo, Dreaming of a White Christmas, that song's straight up racist, right? I don't even need to Google it. I mean, it's like out of control racist, and they're going to say it's about snow and shit, but no, they're dreaming of a white Christmas the way it used to be.
Wait, they said the way it used to be?
I'm pretty sure those are the lyrics. Or like the ones that he grew up with, one or the other. It's one or the other. It's something about the past and how it was.
You can have none of these coloreds in here, man. It's fucking up my Christmas.
Fucking that shit up, straight up and down.
Damn.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat, you know, we're live right now on twitch.tv/forallnerds. So if you're watching, please in the chat, let me know. But I actually don't let me know. It's like the other day on Facebook, somebody was talking about square dancing, and they're like, yo, why did we learn? I don't know if this probably didn't happen for you, Tatiana. Thank for you grew up in New York, but me, I grew up in Texas, and growing up in Texas in elementary school, we learned square dancing. And somebody was like, yo, why did we learn square dancing?
Yeah. No, did we learn that shit? No, I mean, we did it. You had the parachute, the colorful parachute. I feel like any person up to like at least
what's the
99,
colorful parachute?
You never had that giant fucking colorful parachute
where you like come together and go back with it?
Like you wave it and shit, and then put it all the way up in the sky. Go
no, that ain't square dancing.
No, it's not square dancing, but
let me get back to it. Yeah. Because it's like somebody asked this question on Facebook, and without even Googling it, I said it's racism, fam. I remember it, and I don't know why, but I know there's racism behind it. Someone else in the comments Googled it and said you don't want to Google it. Because, yes, the answer is racism.
I mean, isn't that the answer to everything? First of all, I mean, Ben, you come from the South, bro. Like, Confederacy. Like, Confederacy be down there, and, like, that's what they do. Like, what else do you expect? Like, I mean, come on. Duh.
Well, Lock It Down says that they grew up in New York, and it was still learning square dancing, too, so it goes all over, basically. Square dancing, sadly, and racism is universal.
Shit's wild. Okay.
Whew. Yeah, that's a way to start off For All Nerds. There you go. A little bit of knowledge for you and all that. Yeah, but welcome back, everybody. Like we said, it is the holiday season. We are full up in it. We just dropped our Loki episode, the All-Star Season Review, featuring Rodimus Prime, featuring Lock It Down, who's in the chat right now, featuring the Black Gay Comic Geek. The first time ever they've been on the joint, and they represented. Loved them right away. That's fam for life now. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you, Rodimus, and thank you, Lock It Down, of course.
I love the conversation. I love that it got spicy. Shout out to Rod, who was like, he felt like he was fighting for his life, trying to defend Loki. Yes, you fucking was, because you still can't change my motherfucking mind. You know, I feel how I feel. Again, and BenHaMeen actually vocalized it really good last week on a tweet. He was like, yo, like it was some stuff about it that was absolutely beautiful. And this is more paraphrasing from me. I was like, there was other shit on there. I was still like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you wasting my time.
Straight up. It looked good though.
And I'm like a huge Loki fan. So I'm just like, I just felt, I'm not going to go back into it. Y'all want to know how I felt? Go back to the All-Star episode so you can see Rod fighting for every piece of defense. Shout out to everybody who come every week and be hating on us. Appreciate you. Make sure you watch that too. Let me know how you disagree with me. I appreciate that. And like, yeah, but otherwise I had like a really good time. Like, I love the All-Star episodes because I like pulling in other opinions, especially the ones that differ from us, and having that conversation, like having that back and forth about, and really like that interrogation, right? Because you and I don't even agree on everything a lot of times, but when we do, it's not necessarily anybody there challenging us. So to have people challenging us, I just think that's really cool.
It's fantastic. Yeah, and I definitely still stand on business when it comes to Loki because I just disagree. Like, in fact, I always love pitch meetings on YouTube and honest trailers on YouTube. Those are my two go-tos, these still for years and to this day, where I always watch them and see what their opinion are. And they basically said a lot of the same things that I said about it. And that we said about it is that straight up, they talked about the wasting time. I think honest trailers had the shot of them eating pie and how it's just them eating pie for a good time.
I gotta watch, and I love honest trailers because they be telling the truth. So
pitch meetings too. I love pitch meetings is probably even to me better, like to this day, than honest trailers because it gets into that inside NBA, inside Hollywood of it, where it's like this is what really goes on sometimes in a pitch meeting. It's this ludicrous, That's what pitch meetings is for anyone who doesn't just watch it. It's a white dude who plays both parts of a producer and a writer. And the writer pitches every movie or every series that they do to the producer. And the producer is usually ludicrous. And the writer has to deal with this ludicrousness.
I feel like 75% of the shit used to get greenlit is ludicrous. Like, and it's done off of some GP shit. Like, my man's, right? Like, that type of, I know so-and-so. That's my cousin. Like, that's how it feels to me. Hollywood many times feels to me. And we know that to also be the case. Firsthand.
I was thinking about something today, and I know you know this, but I don't think the average person out there knows how many TV shows, how many films there are out there that we never get to see.
I mean,
the difference in
go ahead.
Yeah, there's like there's a lot of music that we never get to hear. People make whole albums, they don't ever get released for whatever reason.
Yes.
But I think Hollywood has that beat on the level of amount of things and the amount of money that gets sunk into these productions. Like, for example, there's a Beyonce, allegedly, I've never, had this confirmed, but I've heard stories of that at one point before, I think it's before 4, because 4 has End of Time on it. She was going to do a whole album that was all Afrobeat inspired and with Swiss beats. And a lot of that was done, from what I understand. And then they scrapped it and did 4 and just left End of Time from that project. Well, so that's one example.
I believe it. But also she ended up doing Black is King, which was well beyond just doing something.
But that was so much later. You got to think about that. And that's so wild to me because she could have
later.
She could have, really put Afrobeat on earlier. Yeah, and it's interesting. But with movies, the Batgirl's a famous example now. The Game of Thrones, there's a whole Game of Thrones pilot from the first Game of Thrones that was shot, filmed, everything, and then they scrapped that pilot completely and we'll never see it. But there's so much like that, and that's so much money. So when you talk about things that do get made, it's, there's a lot of money being wasted and spent in general in Hollywood. It's really crazy.
I mean, I also know, and maybe even outside of Hollywood, like especially in music, there's also the general creative process where you could spend a year on something and you go, you know what? No, and it just don't go right. And also to the other side of things where you do release something and it makes no waves, and then 2 years later somebody get a hold of it and that shit become number one, and it's like 2, 3, 4 years later, and it becomes something that you've been worked on, that you've been performed or whatever, that just now is hitting. Shout out to Lock It Down. She mentions that same thing happens with comics.
That's why I said, ouch.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm still waiting. I actually need to finish some work on Hendrix, but yeah, it is coming out still. Hendrix, make sure you go pre-order that Hendrix Purple A's on Amazon or from your local comic book shop. And on that note, shout out to anyone comments on the resurgence, the phoenix of comic book shops.
Yes.
That hoe died. Might want to call him the Jesus of comic book shops. That hoe died and was back in 3 days.
I don't even think it died. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe it was expressed differently in the internal channels. But from what I saw, right, but from what I saw on IG, they were like, oh, we moving. That's all I heard. We was moving down the block. We're going to do this in 3 days. And like you said, it was some Lazarus shit. So I was like, I bet. I didn't know there was some other, we ain't going to make it type stuff going on.
It was close there for a second. Shout out to Dimitri. Shout out to everyone who supports anyone comments. It was really close, but it's actually a better situation now. They have more space. I think with less rent, it's a really dope situation. So shout out to anyone comments. If you're in Brooklyn, if you're in New York, make sure you stop by. Fuck, I was supposed to be there today, damn it. I've been so caught up setting up all this new shit.
From where they were, right? Like not too far, right?
Yeah, they're now right on Nostrand. It's beautiful. So they're going to get mad business, everything.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good foot traffic. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Perfect.
So we got to do an event there soon because we've been supposed to do some shit there and we got to do an event there. I don't know if by the end of this year it's tight, but definitely in January we're going to kick some shit off.
Yeah, for sure. I was going to say grab a beef patty and go there, but then again, I don't want that flaky crust all over the damn graphic novel. So maybe go get the graphic novels first and then go get your beef patty.
I've never been in there, but down the block from anyone on Nostrand, there is this one West Indian spot. You know, there's a fucking million of them, so that's not really helping. But there's this one where the definitely during spring, summertime, that line be down the block like
is it a Trini spot
up in there? It might be. I don't know what is going on in that joint, but it is serious in there. So shout out to anyone. Shout out to Notion. Shout out to Brooklyn as always. You know, it's all good. Yeah, we were talking about how things don't come out, how, you know, things do come out. Oh, man. There's, you know, something that might not come out as Avengers Kang.
So for those that don't know, today, like, everything came out. Like,
was it just today? Because I've been seeing it.
Like, it got
worse today, right? There's more today. Today, the audio of the ludicrousness came out.
Okay, if it's been coming out the last few days, I just seen everything today because you know how the algorithm works. I was like, oh, what's this? Ooh. And literally 5 fucking tweets later, the whole fucking world came down on Jonathan fucking Majors because this man is crazy. I'm like, regardless of whether you think he's innocent, guilty, whatever, this man is out of control, period. The things that I heard him say, and I'm sitting there in the room, you know what I mean? You know what I mean from Pulp Fiction where John Travolta is just looking around like this? He's like, for the people. I was just like, do y'all not hear this? Like, do y'all not understand what's going on right now? First of all, where do I fucking start? Let's start at the audio that came out, right? First of all, everyone knew about this because of the transcripts that came out. But the audio that came out about him telling Grace Jabari, a white woman, about how she needed to be more like Michelle Obama and Coretta Scott King. Can you play
it? Do you have it locally on your phone? Could you put it up to your mic?
I could probably find it, my nigga. Like, hold on.
Yeah, because I need to hear this because I actually still have not heard it myself. They quoted this already. This came out in court like last week. So I'd already heard this for a second. But when the audio came out today, I really just did not want to hear Kang telling, you know,
this woman. It ain't Kang, it's Jonathan Majors. Let's be very clear. This is not He Who Remains saying this shit.
This might be Atticus.
This is Dude, that's Atticus. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this. But and you know, there's something and what I don't know what struck me worse. Just this whole thing he was going about how he's a great man.
I'm a great man. That one.
And all stuff, or the responses I saw in the thread of people saying, "Oh, I don't think he said nothing wrong." I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? Like, hold on.
I don't know if he said anything wrong either.
It's not so much that he said something wrong. The man, like, if you have to sit there and tell people, "I am a great man,"
You ain't.
come on.
I just think he said something ludicrous.
Question the things you hear.
I wouldn't say it's wrong. I would just say it's hilarious.
And then allegedly it's because like she came home drunk from the club. I won't say from the club, but she came home drunk from wherever she came from.
Now
here it is. I found it.
Okay, let me hear that, and then I'll get to the real tragic part of this ish.
Okay, no, say what you gotta say, man, because it gotta load.
Okay, well, the real other stuff that is disturbing is what he said to her in text message form.
That was more like, whoa.
That's
abuse.
Pure abuser. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What he said to her in text message form pretty much is like, yo, this man's an abuser. Because he said, don't go to the hospital, etc. You don't know what's going to happen. You blah,
can't
blah,
protect
blah.
me.
You can't protect me.
It was giving gaslighting. It was giving victim blaming. It was giving abuse city. Like, it was giving all of that. And I did not like, here it is.
Okay.
What are we doing right now? Period. This is actually, period. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you really though, baby? Do you really?
Yes.
Then how dare you come home drunk and disturb the peace of our house when we have a plan? I would like to get to the point where your friends know what job I'm on and go, I think Grace is gonna be out of commission.
What?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I won't.
No. Do you understand that? Because that team, that unit, right? Grace has to be in a certain mindset.
Yep.
To support Coretta Scott King. You know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama.
No.
Barack Obama's wife.
He had to tell her.
Let me pause it real quick because let me pause it real quick. Hold on. This is the part I wanted to say. I find it hilarious, the audacity and the blackacity you have
The blackacity
to date this white woman, number one, but then turn around and tell her you need to be like Michelle Obama, Coretta Scott King. It's like I fucking love it, and I fucking want to slap him in the face. Like,
nigga,
it's
all right,
so fucked up.
On that note of loving it and slapping him in the face, the video of him fixing Shorty's hair and then staring at the camera after he did it with a smirk on his face.
No. Okay,
Love
let me finish this.
And slap him at the same time.
Let me finish
No,
this.
I'm not. I shouldn't have gone out. I'm
No,
sorry.
let me just lay it out for you. Right? If I'm just gonna say this. My temper, my shit, my trauma, blah, all that said, right? And I'm not saying I'm a great man. A great man.
That's Atticus.
I am
Wishes he
doing
was
great
Atticus.
things, not just for me, but for my culture and for the world. That is actually the position I'm in.
No.
That's real. I'm not being a dick about it. I didn't ask for it. I've worked, and that's the situation. The woman that supports me, that I support, that needs to be a great woman and make sacrifices the way that man is making for her and for them ultimately.
Oh, he getting loud.
Last night, 2 nights ago, you did not do that. You
sorry.
did not do that.
I'm sorry.
Which took away from the plan. And the plan is everything. If it was just you in the house drunk, maybe I could have swallowed it. Or I would have felt bold enough like, oh, babe, let's just go to bed.
All right.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that's
almost done. It's almost done.
Grace isn't here. Why? She was drunk. Why else? She was clogged by whatever was going on. You know what I mean? Fine. I can take that. Fine.
Okay.
I got questions.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, like I do have to say, why is she taping this?
Facts. Okay, I did ask that question. I said, "Oh, that's interesting." But
Yeah.
also, she expressed that this has been a history, right? So she's doing this to protect herself. She's like, "This nigga's crazy." Now, hopefully,
Yes.
she didn't say nigga, but you understand what I'm saying? Like, that
wouldn't
was
have-
a
I
question
wouldn't
that popped in
have
my
faulted her
head.
for
But
it.
then I was like, well, if you are dealing with someone who's a serial abuser, you're gonna do shit like this eventually to make sure that, especially someone who's gaslighting you, you're probably sitting there like, let me make sure I record this so that when a nigga say I'm lying in 2 seconds, that I can record it back, read it, understand? Listen to it back and make sure that I'm not crazy.
Mm.
So I just said, whatever, you do what you need to do. But and again, I'm not even this case is so ridiculous. Okay, at the end of the day, I'm going to support the people who are going through the abuse. Okay, you guys to prove to me, and you had not doing a good job of how you did not fucking do this to this person.
Oof.
Whether or not all this other stuff about what she did and what she started, I don't listen. It's all it's all crazy, right? All I know is this man is out of control. Based on the bit that I got.
I mean, yeah, okay. First of all, I will say, like, whether or not she was, right or wrong recording it, like you said, as a serial abuser that he might be, allegedly might be, I probably recorded too if I was getting seriously abused.
Speculation.
Serially abused.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is all, and you're going to do it, right?
Probably. And that being said, what he is saying is, like I said, just ludicrous. It's like, he must be short, right? He can't, like, I don't know.
You mean height-wise? Like,
yeah. It's something going on. Because it's like, there's a complex here where, like you said,
he's 6
you
foot,
don't have
allegedly.
to say that. Wow. Not 6'11". No. 5'11".
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. 7 feet fucking tall. Niggas
No, 6.
Okay, 6. Yeah. I never met Majors, right? No, we never met him.
We never met him. No.
Yeah.
No, here's the thing that pisses me off, because it's just like, I've always said how much I felt he was a brilliant actor. And like, and we saw it in Loki and all this other stuff. And then I'm listening to this like, what? Like, what? Who is this? And yes, it's just like, one thing people have to understand when it comes to like people who are famous and all this stuff, sometimes you have this, you build this false sense of who this person is. Yes, I'm not saying that you think that they're their characters. You just have this sense of this person must be good because they do something I enjoy. And when you hear and watch and see and experience the bullshit, the cognitive dissonance is just like, whoa, right? And again, and that's why I'm just like, when I saw these responses in the thread from people be like, he ain't say nothing wrong. I'm like, are y'all fucking serious right now?
Again, no, I don't think he said anything wrong. I just think what he said is ludicrous. The fact that you think you're a great man doing things for the culture is ludicrous. That's what I think. I do not think that there's anything wrong. I just think it's ludicrous.
There's nothing wrong with telling a white woman, seriously, and I'm not fucking playing right now. There's nothing wrong with telling a white woman they need to be more like Michelle Obama and Coretta House King. I'm all for that shit. That's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think that.
It's the predication of
that's
that.
the more wrong part of it.
No. I don't think there's no problem with that. Those are stand-up women, okay? There are black women. You want to tell your white girlfriend that, and so fucking be it. That's the only part where I'm like, that's hilarious.
You say, like, be more like, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Right, like.
He couldn't even find those stand-up white women for the eyeballs.
Listen, I think
Hillary Clinton, oh no.
So, I mean, listen, we say all this, the whole reason why we even bringing all this up is like just going back to, it's a L for Kang, right? Like the way the Loki writers wrote this.
God damn, he out of here, fam. He is out of here.
Fucking out the paint.
Out of the paint. They said they're rewriting that movie. They are rewriting everything, fam. There is no more Kang movie. It's out of here. Oof.
Right.
I need to buy that figure. Tonight.
It's gonna be worth some money, just saying.
I mean, not even that. It's just I want it, for posterity. Like,
for posterity.
It could have been.
Not Chaotic Rambler saying be more like Lucille Ball. Fuck.
I mean, Lucille Ball is a fucking G, fam. Mary Tyler Moore, there's another one. You know what I mean? Be like more like Mary Tyler Moore. It's been a long time since white women been
like older time white women. Like, damn,
I know. We ain't got no models.
The current models ain't it. Damn. Okay.
Damn. Can't say Paris Hilton or no shit like that. Like,
ooh.
Oof. Yeah.
Adele. Be more like Adele.
I mean, there you go. Supporting her black man. Like a champ.
Like, why did he say that? Be more like Adele, your sister in arms.
Yeah, I saw her at the game the other night rocking Rich Paul's like, you know, what
his chain? She rocking his chain?
No,
Got
she had on the
hottest chick in game
sweatsuit.
rocking my
She had on the
chain.
sweatsuit.
Rich Paul.
Yeah, whatever his, brand is, had that shit on. Like, oh,
As
look
she
at
should.
Shorty.
That's her
As
man.
she should. Yep. Shining too, looking good, boy. Shoot. Shout out to
Anyway.
Rich Paul.
This
With all due respect.
hang it up flat screen to Jonathan Majors. I mean, at least when it comes to Kang, man.
For everything. They already dunned off his bid movie. Magazine Dreams got dunned off already.
Yeah. But you know what? Because of the way Hollywood works, I just don't think this is done for him, to be honest with you.
No, not for black men. It don't work like that for black men.
You think
fam.
so?
Oh, it's a wrap.
Oh, so that Shakespearean training got shit to do with nothing. He's out of here.
I'm a classical actor.
It's like you a Negro. You're done.
You're classically out of here, nigga, is what you are.
You're classically fired. All right.
Like, you know how that works, right? We even brought a pink slip.
Damn.
We made it real classical on that ass.
Sorry to this man. Whatever.
He's
but yeah,
time to get home, said Tiana Grambler.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like again, and like you said, maybe this stuff has been trickling out, but it all came to head today because it was back to back.
The audio came out today.
Everything in my fucking timeline dropped today. Okay, today was fucking launch day for the end of this nigga right now. So, I ain't got nothing else for man's. It was nice while it lasted.
I mean, since last Black Man in San Francisco, I was a fan. And this was not the arc I saw. I mean, not to use a played out phrase, but I damn sure didn't have this on my bingo card.
Megan Good there though. Megan Good is pick up the pieces. What's that about?
Oh, it's looking more and more like a bad move for Megan Good. It's looking more and more like she going out with Shazam.
I get more and more confused every day, like about that. That's neither here nor there, but I just want to
about
get
Shazam.
Comment. No, about Megan Good being with this man. Like what? I just leave it alone.
Look, Hollywood is manufactured. We know that.
Yeah.
And so Megan Good is that level of actress where she was like, okay.
She's Coretta Scott King.
I'll play this role. Yes. I can play this role. Now it's looking like a bad choice, like Shazam. I mean, she got 2 movies out of Shazam. I don't know if this don't bring any more movies.
My thing is, you make good money, but she's also on Is she on Harlem? Was she? Yeah, right?
She better be on something right now.
I want to say she's on Harlem. That be on, it's on Amazon. And it did get renewed, so
okay.
She
right,
good.
Well, yeah, so that's good, and that's a good promotion for Harlem right now. See, we got us talking about it.
I'm actually like the show too, so.
Well, there you go. There you go. All right, now people are talking about this video of Jonathan Majors being chased down the street in NYC by Shorty. Now, this I have not seen.
Wait.
This I have not seen at all.
You know that episode of Atlanta with that lady was in that wheelchair, the motorized wheelchair that was steady chasing man, and literally throughout the whole 45-minute episodes or whatever it was, as slow as she was going, she was still catching up with him. Mm-hmm. That was the video of Grace chasing Jonathan Majors. Dead ass. Because that man was fucking Usain Bolt sprinting. I am not... Ben, I mean, you think I'm like being efficient? Like, he was sprinting full fucking speed down the fucking avenue, and homegirl is coming after him like Terminator 2, but she's not even going that fast. So now imagine like a small term. What I'm trying to say, like imagine like a slow Terminator that just don't stop.
Well, that was the first Terminator. He was pretty slow.
No, so that's why I said T2, my nigga. Like, come on.
T2, that nigga was booking. That nigga was chasing down cars.
Imagine that nigga doing speed walking.
Yeah, okay, like that. Just speed walking after that ass forever. Mm-hmm. Now, see, there's more to the story then. Because why is she coming after him like Terminator 2? And like you said, this man's 6 foot and built. We've seen her, she frail. So why is he running?
Why are you running? Why are you running?
She might have the knife on him. She might have been ready to juke him up.
She got the blicky? Grace Jabari got the blicky?
Allegedly. you know, he gotta-
Allegedly. Let me say allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Please, before y'all put us on TMZ. Allegedly.
Allegedly. No, please put us on TMZ. Yeah,
No!
Grace Shabari got the blicky. She was definitely ready to cut this man up. Quit fast.
Listen, just
That's
for
what I
those,
heard on the streets.
and again, those for those listening, people who are popping into the Twitch, we are very unserious about all of this. So don't come to us for some like hard hitting journalism about this whole Jonathan Major situation. We're gonna give an our opinion, and we're gonna get these jokes off. So just FYI.
I also do say though that, you know, on my hard hitting journalism side, that this man's out of control wild. Like, you know, I do say that, and he's ludicrous. Like I said, I don't think he's wrong. My hard hitting journalism does not say he's wrong, but it does say that he is completely ludicrous and out of control. And sadly should be removed. No.
You didn't see the video, BenHaMeen? I want to watch that. One of our trailers today.
Yeah, I know. I wish I had downloaded it. We could have watched that too. But I
you gotta put the music to it though.
Yeah, I don't want to say that, you know, he should be removed as Kang, because Hollywood in general is filled with sociopaths.
Yes.
So to remove this one sociopath is kind of wild, you know. But it's going to happen because he's a black man.
Last black man on 7th Avenue.
Yeah. Wow. Put that jazz music they had in that movie to that. That would be great.
Is that all the random things that came out today about him, or this week for him?
I think so. I think that's everything about Majors that came out today, as far as I know.
And then his counsel's so weird. Like,
yeah,
Priya. Like, I'm just like, are you? I don't even want to say the word, but I'm just gonna leave that alone. Like,
everything about this case has been pretty wild.
Everything is just weird. It doesn't make no goddamn sense.
Like the prosecution's wilding, the defense is wilding. I don't know about the judge, but everybody else has been wilding. Jonathan Majors is obviously wilding. I saw a picture of him showing up, because this wasn't the same outfit when he was fixing Megan's hair, but I saw him show up with the black beret and all black outfit on, like he one of the Panthers. Like,
oh, that's right. He was doing his best French girl. Usually he'd be having that paperboy hat on, stopping crime and stopping arguments between teenage girls. So whatever.
Not what's her name in Paris. Emily in
Paris.
Jonathan in Paris. Oh,
I'm
man.
tired of this man, bro. That's another little anecdote. One of my friends actually met him in the streets of New York not too long ago. I don't know what was happening, how they crossed paths. Bro, I don't know how they crossed paths, but they took a picture with him, and Jonathan said "wicked," and I'm just like, he's so weird. He's so weird.
I might say wicked.
No, and 2000. In the year of our Lord 2020.
If I'm Jonathan Majors, I'm definitely saying wicked, just to keep the legend going.
His man's is weird.
You got to keep the legend going at this point. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you got to feed into it. It's like Bill Murray. You know, Bill Murray just a wild boy wherever he shows up, because people expect him to be a wild boy. So, you know, Jonathan Majors, people expect to be a weirdo.
He's weird. And I was okay with him being a weirdo when it came to like acting, but like all this other stuff is a bridge too far for me.
I remember when I met, what's his name, who was in Ant-Man. He was a small role in Ant-Man, at least. Great actor. He plays the cop who marries Ant-Man's ex. And he was also in Boardwalk Empire. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's a great actor. He's got a new movie coming out right now.
Fantastic actor, but my man.
Yeah, I can't remember his name at all for nothing. But I met him in the street, and I remember when we were talking, he was like, "Oh, I got a role in Ant-Man coming up." And I was like, "Oh, yeah." And he was like, "Yeah." You know, he was right. You know, it ain't a big thing, but, you know. It was just funny how, you know, regular he was, but he don't have this legend going like Jonathan Majors.
Man, the villain.
He's leaning into it. Yeah.
BenHaMeen, the Golden Globe Award nominations came out. It's quite interesting.
Bereft of Jonathan Majors.
It's quite interesting. But
I don't see Victor Timely getting a nod.
Nah. But there is some melanin in here. You know,
okay.
Did you see any? Did you see any of this?
No, I think Spider-Verse got some love, and that's all.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen? So one thing I did want to see. You ever seen American Fiction starring Jeffrey Wright?
No, I'm waiting to see that. I know that's an Oscar movie, so I know a lot of people are gonna see that. Is it already out? I didn't know if it was out yet, because if it was, I'll peep it.
Been out. I thought
Damn.
It's been out.
Oh shit.
I mean, that's the only way it could be nominated, right?
Oh yeah, but no, it can be released. I mean, we are in New York, so it could be released in New York and LA first.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I've seen it available, so fine.
Okay,
But it's one of the nominees for Best
Yeah.
Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy.
Yep.
As is Air, you know that Michael Jordan film where Viola Davis.
That shit was
plays, like-
ass.
Okay, well, the one where Viola Davis plays his mother.
I mean, I won't say ass, but it was, like, it was, yeah, whatever. It was like, it was there, it is not, it's like Viola Davis is great. I mean, obviously, but yeah, that movie was like, whatever. And I love, a good sports movie like that,
Yeah.
or a good, like, true story, happy, movies, whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I didn't miss anything according to you. Best Motion Picture Animated, one of my favorite categories. I love 90% of this list. Nominated are The Boy and the Heron, Hayao Miyazaki film. Big Hayao legend, big legend.
Yeah, I wanna see that.
Elemental by Pixar. Elemental was actually really good. I don't know if I feel like not enough people seen it, and
No, they
it's not getting, it hasn't got its just due. It's actually extremely well done. The animation is really good. Like, it's fun. It's typical Pixar work.
There we go. Yeah.
Yes, it's typical Pixar
Yeah.
to what you're trying to say, but it's typical Pixar to the fact that I enjoyed it, my nigga. Like,
Yeah, I get it.
have you saw it?
No, I want to see it, but at the same time, when there are things like Spider-Verse, when there are things like Puss in Boots,
That take it another level.
when there
yeah.
are things like Nimona, it's pointless. It's like, I don't have
Nimona-
time for that.
Nimona's on a different level, as is Spider-Man. Like, those are on
As is
different
Puss
level
in Boots. Puss in Boots, fucking hell.
when it comes to like stories told through animation.
visually.
Like, it's just a different way of this. But anyway, but it's still good. I still like the Elemental. As we mentioned, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is nominated. And I apologize if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Suzumi, that's got nominated. The Super Mario Brothers movie got nominated.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no.
Which I know you
Fucking-
didn't even care for. I loved it.
Man, that
and
shit was so
one thing I didn't-
forgettable.
But one thing I didn't understand was, like, that song Peaches also got nominated for a song. And I'm like, like, it was funny in the moment, but to be nominated, like, I don't know. I told you I like 90% of the list. The one I really don't agree with, like almost vehemently disagree with, is Wish. Disney's Wish got nominated. I saw that and did not like.
I hard disagree with
Did
Super
like-
Mario Brothers.
Did
I
not
ain't
like.
seen Wish, and I believe it. That did not like, but Super Mario Brothers was some ass.
It was not ass. Like,
it was a 90-minute commercial.
Yes, so fucking what? That's what I'm saying. Like, people, that's literally the only defense people have about saying that. They say, oh, it's commercial.
Yes.
Nigga, Nintendo is a commercial. Nintendo is capitalistic at its core. Nintendo is its own IP. And until people fucking realize that and get over it, you're always going to be like, everything's commercial. Yes,
No,
it's
no.
Nintendo.
I'm not gonna get over
what
that.
do you expect?
Because okay.
It was
from
still, but so my thing is, commercial or not, are you saying that you had no enjoyment?
Not really. I thought the
Wow,
story
okay,
was
bless you.
ass. I thought it was like a bunch of commercial. I thought it had. I don't think Chris Pratt obviously is a good Mario. I don't think any of it was like. It was nonsensical at points. At the end of it, the Mushroom Kingdom, Bowser invades Brooklyn, and it should be death and horror, and it's just like played as like, oh, whatever. It's just it was
Mario,
a very
death and horror. What are you talking about?
I mean, Bowser invaded Brooklyn. People are taking massive L's. This nigga landed this shit in the middle of Brooklyn. Like, it's a doomsday scenario for Brooklyn.
N64, well, better graphics than that, but it's like N64 Mario. What do you expect?
It's still Bowser and Brooklyn, but whatever. It's just Golden Globe worthy. Fuck no. It's a bad animated movie.
Yeah, I don't know if it's I don't agree with you saying bad, but I don't know if it's I would personally would not put it at Golden Globe level.
Like, when there are things like Nimona and Nimona doesn't get nominated, then it's completely disrespectful.
Right.
It's like, no, this movie was a 90-minute commercial.
Nimona should have been up there.
And back to the idea of it being commercial shit, that doesn't mean you can't fucking tell a story. And this movie doesn't tell a story. It's not good. It's not something you're going to rewatch like, oh yeah. Like, the Lego movie was something that took a commercial product and told a great story.
That's you, Ben. I mean, I enjoyed this.
You
I
gonna
enjoyed
rewatch
the commercial. That? Yes, I would rewatch the Mario movie if I had nothing else to do.
If you were forced. You're about to say if you were forced.
No, not about Force. No, if it was on, I would watch it. You'd be
turn
like,
the
fuck
channel.
this shit, and turn the
Yeah,
channel.
I'm turning
see?
the channel immediately.
Yeah. But no, Nimona should have been
Immediately.
up here. Nimona could have took this either the Mario Brothers slot or the Wish slot. But
Easily.
But I like I said, I don't agree with how vitriol, all the vitriol you have against Mario Brothers. But I will agree that it should probably not be on this list. Neither should Wish. Definitely not Wish. Oh my God, if you want to talk about ass. Shit. Cinematic and box office achievement. That's a category? Okay.
Like, why not?
I guess who made the most fucking money? Literally. So they got Barbie.
Yep.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Love. John Wick Chapter 4, Interesting. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, Love/Interesting.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer, didn't see it. Did you?
No.
Probably won't see it.
Not for a while.
Spider-Man, of course, yes. Taylor Swift, whatever. The Super Mario Brothers movie. Okay, money.
Again? Disrespect.
The money. Because it says it says cinematic and box office achievement. Who got the guap? This looks correct to me. So
yeah,
I ain't got no problem with that.
I got every problem time Mario's mentioned on here.
Well, they got like 4 nominations.
Disrespectful. Every single one of them could have been taken by somebody else.
I don't know. I'm just scrolling really fast.
Peaches especially.
I'm trying to like stop where I see like melanin or people of color. I'm scrolling. Best performance by a female actor in a motion picture drama. We do have Greta Lee from Past Lives. Everybody else, as far as I can see, is of the Caucasian persuasion. Shout out to Annette Bening, though. She's a legend. There's a lot of other people on here. This is the one I was happy about. Best performance by a male actor in a motion picture drama. Coleman Domingo for Rustin. He up there.
I've been watching that. I got to finish it. He's great. I mean, Coleman Domingo is great.
Coleman's fabulous.
Yeah, the movie is cool.
Yeah. He's up against Leo DiCaprio for Killers of the Flower Moon, Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer, Brad Cooper for Maestro, Barry Keoghan for Saltburn. I don't know if you've seen talk about Saltburn. I don't know if you've seen that crazy scene that's been on Twitter, but
no, I'm a pass.
Shit.
Yeah.
And Andrew Scott, All of Us Strangers. I don't know. What you thinking?
I was just thinking because as a new convert of the Bear, is it on there?
The Bear is on here. Both Io Adeberry and her counterpart are on here. I'm sorry that Jeremy, right?
Okay.
Jeremy, something.
No love for Cousin Richie?
No. But you know what irritated me? And I gotta find it. How the fuck was on the show the Bear's sister nominated, but not somebody else? No.
Yeah, I know.
The woman who played her sister.
No, I get. I mean,
you mean
good.
who else instead? I don't know. Io again.
Richie.
I don't fucking know.
Cousin Richie.
Best performance by
Facts should be nominated. Everyone on that show should be nominated. That's the problem.
It's so good.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like I wouldn't knock the sister for being nominated because she's fucking great. So I would. Yeah, like she's
cool.
Great.
It's just.
Oh man, she's great. And the scene with Richie when Richie comes in to apologize, like she's. I love her too. So.
Okay.
Yeah, her interaction with Fax, everything. Her interaction with Fax is like the greatest, untold love story. No, she's fucking great. She's a part of it. I would have gone with Richie.
They're all a part of it.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. I would give them all.
Richie do deserve. The man that played Richie deserves.
Forks, the episode Forks for Richie Stodges is, I've watched it twice now.
Eben Mas Baccarat.
Oh my God, that episode, and he's on Andor for an arc, and he was incredible in Andor. That's when I fell in love with him as an actor. I know I've seen him in some other stuff, but he's so good in Andor. And so coming into it, he's such a different character as Richie that it took me a second to accept him, even though you're not supposed to accept him, because on Andor, he's an ass. And so it's like, yeah, I was like, fuck this nigga from the gate, but then by now, like I said, that episode with Stodges were at the restaurant is like, it's so beautifully. Also, Bear, not only the writing, the acting, the directing is fucking vicious, yo. There's zoom shots.
There is on the second season. There's like one episode. What fucking episode that where I was sitting there like, what is this? Oh, The episode where man's ghost is Sweden or whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
so good.
my God,
So
the way
good.
that looks.
Yeah, so good.
Amazing.
So good. The first season they have a one shot episode where it's 19 minutes of one shot, which is mind blowing. So that show is, I'm late to the party, but I'm now fully converted. I've got I only have one episode left. Yeah.
It's incredible.
So good.
Keep going on this list. Best performance by a female actor, the most in picture. Shout out to Fantasia Barrino for The Color Purple. I'm looking forward to seeing that. She goes up against the Jennifer Lawrence, Margot Robbie, Natalie Portman, Emma Stone, and Alma Piesti. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. It's the O with the 2 dots. Somebody explain to me how to pronounce that O.
Got it.
But yeah. Any thoughts about that?
No,
I know you don't you like Emma Stone?
Yeah, I do. What's she nominated for?
Poor Things.
I've heard good things about that. I'm gonna have to check that. I like Emma. I like Emma in anything pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Never disappointed me.
Let's see. We talked about a couple of these other people already. Joaquin Phoenix got one down. Okay. Did you hear
Napoleon?
about Beau is Afraid?
Oh wow. I've heard about that, but yeah, that's another one. That's the thing with the Golden Globes and with the Oscars. There's always a bunch of movies that usually I see after the fact. I remember a couple of years ago, I tried to check out like all the movies that were nominated beforehand, and I found a lot of them kind of disappointing. So I was like, I'm not doing this again. And now I'll just check out the ones that I really, want to see or hear about. So yeah.
Best performance by a female actor in a supporting role. Shout out to Danielle Brooks for The Color Purple, Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers. There's also Emily Bunt, Jodie Foster, Julianne Moore, and Rosamund Pike.
Yeah. Like when niggas was ranting about what's the Banshees of Inisherin or whatever, man, I turned that mess off like halfway through it. Man. For people who've seen it, there's some, it takes a dark ass turn. I turned it off and went to Wikipedia, and it just got darker from there, and I was like, I'm good.
Damn.
I did not expect that. That shit is so damn dark.
This is the question I have when it comes to nominations, right? So, Best Original Song, there is a movie that has 3 songs. There are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 slots, and one movie takes up 3 of those slots.
What movie?
Why? Well, first, why is that acceptable?
It's Taylor Swift?
No, but just answer the question. Like, why is that okay?
I want to know what movie it is. That's why.
Do you think knowing the movie is going to change how you feel? I want to know. But I want to know what you think before I tell you the movie.
If it was a Prince movie out, I'd be like, all the slots.
It was Barbie.
Disrespect.
Like.
God damn. I can't remember one song from that movie.
Like Barbie?
I mean, I enjoyed Barbie too, and I just cannot remember one song from that
Barbie
movie.
was okay for me. I gave it like a C.
Oh wow. Damn.
Yeah, like I liked the way it looked. I liked, the tongue-in-cheek stuff. I fucks with Will Ferrell heavy. Will Ferrell could just stand there and I just entertained. Just overall, I just thought it was all right.
Honestly, the first time I saw that joint, I thought it was like kind of ass, and then like people made me see it in a different light, and so I'm the fact that you gave it a C. I think we talked about this before off air. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, again, and I didn't miss anything. I didn't miss any of the when I say miss, I mean like I got everything that I was trying to communicated. Yeah. I just was like, all right, cool, next. So, wow. But yeah. 3 out of the 6 slots they got for Best Original Song. And then I told you earlier that you're going to get mad, but Mario Brothers movie got it for Peaches. Peaches. Right. And then the only other 2 that are actually maybe of more salt, Road to Freedom for Rustin, Lenny Kravitz, actually. And then for the movie She Came to Me, the title song She Came to Me by Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And I think we gave that enough time.
Yeah,
I think with that, we're going to take a quick break, you know what I mean? And, we'll be right back with more from the show.
Yep.
Fan Bros.
Hey, what's up, internets and the fan fam? This is Tatiana King for ForAllNerds, and I want to thank you so much for listening and watching the ForAllNerds. Make sure you like and subscribe to us only on YouTube.